guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you my March TBR, but before we start I'm going to show you a few books that I've gotten recently, a little mini book haul, because we are moving, and so if I don't show you them now I probably will just completely forget and they will get lost, and then it'll be like, oh, new book, just out of the blue, and I'll be like, yeah, got that a few months ago. So I figured I'd just show them now. The first one I have here is Dungeons and Drama. This is by Christy Boyce. Don't know this author. Honestly, all I know about this is that it is Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, and a theater nerd. Theater nerd goes to work at her dad's shop or something, and this is where she meets the boy. I think it's like a gaming type of shop. So my husband played Dungeons and Dragons when we met, and I am a theater nerd, so I solely wanted it for that reason, and that's all I need to know about it. Let's hope it's so good. But also I think all of these, maybe all except for one, is all romance, so this is a little romance mini book haul. The next one I got is another Sarah Adams, and this one is The Off Limits Rule. Another rom-com. Sarah Adams writes closed door romances. I'm pretty sure she doesn't write any that aren't closed door. But this one is about this girl moving in with her brother without realizing that her brother, is he living with this other guy? I don't know, but it's his best friend. So, and her brother doesn't want her to date his best friend. That's pretty much all I know about it, so he's off limits. It's Sarah Adams, so I don't feel like I really need to know the plot, because I trust her writing enough at this point, but we will see. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint. The next one is The Last Charm. This is by Ella Albright. I'm just gonna read this. Every charm bracelet tells a story. This is Jake and Lila's love story. So I think basically the gist of it is that she loses her charm bracelet, and then in order to get it back from whoever finds it or whatnot, she ends up telling the story of the charm bracelet, and it's her and Jake's story. So we're just following along. That's what I'm assuming. My sweet husband got this for me for Valentine's Day, and it's super cute, so I'm very excited. I've never heard of this author before, so very excited. This should also be, all of these romances should be closed door, clean romances, but I will obviously update when I do reviews and more detail about that. Next we have Not Since You. This is by Dulcie Dameron. Joshua, how do you say that? Dulcie Dameron. And this is a Secrets of River Hollow novel. Something happened in this girl's past, some accident, she's going back to her hometown, something like that. I think she ends up running into somebody who was a part of this big accident, and it's trying to seeing if they can find the forgiveness and all this stuff. I really don't read these synopsises very much at all. Sins and secrets are hard to keep hidden in a small town. That's the little top thing. So I read small little blurbs and check on the content warnings, and that's mostly it. But this is actually a Christian romance, I believe, by a Christian author, so I'm excited for this one because I believe this will be my first Christian romance or Christian author who's written a romance that I have tried out. So I really love the cover. Had to look for a good cover, because we all say don't judge a book by its cover, but nonetheless we all do. So, and then the last romance I have here is The Friend Zone, and this is by Abby Joshua. What? Jimenez? Oh wow, I would have never gotten that. Abby Jimenez. She is a New York Times bestselling author. She has a lot of books, and I really like the friends to lovers type of trope. So this is that, as far as I'm aware. I'm really excited. I've heard that she's also a clean contemporary artist, so this was another one that I got for most of these were Valentine's Day gifts from my husband, so thank you, hubby, for that. The last one I got was a late birthday present from one of my friends, and she got me the Cursed Princess Club. This, I guess, was like a webtoon that got published, and she said it was really cute and that she thought I would like it. This is kind of like graphic novel manga type. I'm not exactly sure what it would be categorized as, since it was a webtoon made into, or maybe you just call it webtoon, but I'm excited to check this out, so we will see. Okay, so those are my new books, my nice new little book haul, all pretty much romance, and heck, the Cursed Princess Club could be romance, who knows. Now I'm going to get into my March TBR. This is a little bit of a bigger one, and it's a bigger one because we're going to be moving and I'm not going to have access to my books, so I'm bringing a little bit extra because I do tend to be a little bit of a mood reader, and so sometimes I'm just not in the mood for the books that I picked on my TBR and I end up picking up something else. So I have a good variety here, but I do have a bit more because I'm just taking a good extra to bring with me. But first on my list, I've got Spy Family. This is the first volume. This is a manga that my friend talked me into getting, so I'm excited to try this out. I don't know what else to tell you about it. I haven't read it, so I will let you know when I read it. But yeah, I'm excited for it. She really enjoyed it, and I haven't really read any mangas besides Attack on Titan and Full Metal Alchemist, so I'm excited to delve more into it. And this seems like a lighter one to do that with. All right, the next one is a book club pick for my best friend's book club. This is The Ranger's Apprentice, The Ruins of Gorlin. I believe this is the first in the series by John Flanagan. And this was one of my friend's picks, so I've never read it, but I picked this up at a used bookstore for only like $2. So I was like, hey, steal. So we will be reading this for our book club, and it is a middle grade fantasy. That's pretty much all I know about it, and it's only a little bit over 200 pages, so it should be a pretty quick and easy read. And next book I picked is The Great Gatsby. This is by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is just a nice short classic. I wanted at least one classic. I try to put at least one classic in all my TBRs, and this one's nice and short, and I have wanted to read it for several years, and I finally got it this past Christmas, so bringing that one along also. Next, I have a thriller. This is The Couple Next Door. This is by Shiri Lapina. I also got this one at a thrift bookstore last year sometime, only for like $1 or so. I've not really ever heard much about this book. Hopefully it's good. We will see. But yeah, I figured I'm also, if you notice, I've tried to pick a little bit shorter ones too, just because of situation and space. So I have also just read 2 big chunkers the past 2 months, so you know, take a little bit of break on the chunkers. Next, this is a rollover from the month of February because I did not get to it, and this is The Best of Me by Nicholas Sparks. I still want to read it, and romance is a genre that I tend to want to read, and you know, mood reader, I tend to want to read more romance and feel good. So I'm bringing this one. Hopefully I'll finally get to it because I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time it's been on my TBR. Once was like last year, but yes, don't know anything about that one. Okay, the next one is The Bromance Book Club, but this is by Lisa K. Adams. This is another romance one. It's basically about some dudes, some like athletes who get together and they have a book club and they read romance books and they try to like take pointers from these romance books to help their marriages and their relationships. And I think that's the cutest idea. I'm not sure how clean this one is. I'm hoping it's not too bad, but we will see. I'm gonna check it out regardless because I've got it. But hopefully it won't be too bad because the concept seems like a really cute, sweet concept. But we will see how that goes. Next here I have Messenger by Lewis Lowry. This is another companion novel to The Giver. I read Gathering Blue last year, which was the second in that companion series, and this is the third. Again, a nice little quick one, and this is a sci-fi dystopian, so that was another genre that I hadn't picked from, and I don't really know much else about it besides that it's a companion novel to The Giver, so yeah. And the next I have The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. This is another classic, but also a play. This is very short, on the short side, and I'm very excited to read this. I have never read a play, so I am very excited for this, and can we just appreciate this adorable little cover. Yeah. All right. The next book is The Little Book on the Christian Life. This is by John Calvin. I will be reading this for my women's Christian nonfiction book club this month. I have read this before, so this will be a reread, but that is okay since we are moving. It's probably better that it's a reread. And I have like past notes on this too that I can kind of derive from, but I'm excited to reread it because it has been a good more than 5 years. I've been married for almost 5 years. It's probably been 7 or 8 years. So yes, and it's just a tiny little thing. So very excited about that. And then as of right now, it's not quite the end of the month, so I'm not sure if any of my books will roll over. I do know one is going to roll over, and that is the book I'm reading with my husband because we've just been doing so much packing stuff. We haven't been having as much time for this, so I will be continuing to read Leaving Mormonism, Why Four Scholars Changed Their Mind. We should have this done in March. We're going to get this done in March. But we won't get it done this month. The other two books is The Eldest, the second in the Aragon series that I'm reading, and Through Gates of Splendor by Elizabeth Elliot. I'm reading that for my book club. I am determined to finish those up by the end of this month. We will see. I will at least have one of them done, but you will see whether or not and which ones I get in my wrap-up video, but pray I get both of them. So this is my potential... Ooh. We forgot that the manga has to be backwards. Okay. You can tell that I don't read a lot of manga. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10. Is that right? I've got that one and that one. Oh. I completely forgot. I was probably also going to take one of my new romance, which don't be surprised if I end up taking more of my new romance. But I was going to take at least one of my new romance with me. I'm leaning towards... It's okay. I'm leaning towards Dungeons and Drama, just because this is the newest one that I've gotten, and it reminds me of my husband, so it would be that. It would be 11, which is now uneven. It makes me think I need to pick another one of my romance ones, but you know, we'll see. Maybe comment down below if I do another one of the ones I hauled, which one should I bring, so that it can be an even 12, because we don't like uneven numbers in this house. But yeah. That's my nice little stack there. That's my TBR. I've got some pretty good short ones, so we will see how well we do, but I'm also moving cross country, so we'll see. We'll see. I hope you guys have had a good February, and I hope you have a good March reading month, and I will see you guys next time.